Day 85. Use a VPN, otherwise known as a virtual private network. So folks, don't sleep on this as long as I have. I just recently started using a VPN with my web browsing, and I'm gonna tell you the places where I have found it the most useful. But let me put it this way. I can't believe that I have been searching the web, using the internet up until this point without using a VPN. So in a nutshell, what's a VPN? Essentially what a VPN does is it protects your connections, to put it in the simplest terms as possible. It protects your connection, it makes it private on the internet, and without getting into all the techie details, it hides your IP address. So you can make it appear as though you are in a different country, in a totally different place, totally randomizes and anonymizes where you are where you are browsing. So the most obvious benefit is that this makes it much more difficult for hackers to track you, people trying to steal your information. I've made other videos about how I've had my information stolen. It's a concern that as your business gets larger that you're gonna have to face. But aside from that, having a VPN, y'all, don't buy concert tickets, flights, or book hotels without using a VPN. And take it from me, when you book stuff and your IP address shows San Francisco, they're gonna show you the most expensive price possible, okay? I've learned that the hard way. But if you use a VPN, and I would highly recommend the one I use on my phone is Proton. It's 100% free. And just to put it in like the easiest one that I've found, it works excellently. You can upgrade to their paid plan. But experiment around with it a little bit, okay? Like kind of get your groove on. And so that's the most useful application that I found so far, is with booking flights. Again, concert tickets has nothing to do with running your business, but flights and hotels, as your business grows, you're gonna travel more, and that's kind of really important to get the best price possible. But the other real application that I found, again, as the not techiest person, is that it makes it safer to use public Wi-Fi networks. So there's this like people who don't use public Wi-Fi networks, and I think that's a little bit of not realistic thinking, because if there's a public Wi-Fi network and it has full bars, why am I not going to use it? And all you need is a VPN, and it makes your browsing a whole lot safer. Last but certainly not least, indoor cameras, indoor security cameras that everybody and their mother has. Sweetheart, those are really easy to hack. Really, really easy to hack. So my understanding, I've heard different things about this, but my understanding is that using a VPN actually makes it more difficult for those to hack. I've also heard people tell me that it doesn't really make the difference with the indoor cameras. But anyway, that's just what I have to share about virtual private network. Folks, don't sleep on this. This is one of the things that I wish I had started doing more than 10 years ago when I first started my business.